Imagine for a moment that money is not a prize won by struggle, but a companion that follows certainty. A certainty so deep that it transcends fear, doubt, and desperation. This is not just a wishful idea, but a profound truth spoken through the timeless wisdom of Edgar Cayce, the sleeping prophet, whose teachings continue to illuminate the mystical laws behind prosperity and abundance. In this journey, we will uncover how money truly behaves, how it aligns itself not with frantic effort, but with the unshakable inner certainty of the soul. From the beginning, Cayce emphasized that money is energy, a form of universal currency that responds to vibration. It is not random, chaotic, or unpredictable. It is governed by cosmic law. And the most fundamental law that governs money is the law of certainty. When your mind is steadfast, when your spirit is unwavering in its purpose, money is drawn to you effortlessly. Most people believe that wealth is a battle, a constant grind against obstacles and scarcity. But struggle, as Cayce revealed, actually pushes money away. Why? Because struggle arises from a place of lack. It broadcasts to the universe a signal of insufficiency, a vibration of not enough, and the universe responds accordingly. You see, the universe does not negotiate with fear or desperation. It only recognizes and matches the energy you project. Consider this. When you face financial stress, your thoughts are scattered, your emotions are chaotic, and your actions become reactive. You are swimming against a current, using force where flow is needed. This is the very condition that Cayce described as misalignment, and misalignment is the root cause of most financial suffering. Cayce taught that money, like all things in the universe, follows the path of least resistance, the path where your soul's certainty lights the way. But what exactly is this certainty? It is not arrogance or blind faith. It is a clear knowing that your abundance is not contingent on external circumstances, but on your inner alignment with universal principles. To cultivate this certainty, Cayce pointed to meditation as a primary tool. Meditation is the sacred space where your mind rests beyond the noise, where you can tune into your soul's guidance and realign with your true purpose. In that silence, you find the roots of your certainty. You find the truth that you are worthy, that resources are infinite, and that your ability to create wealth is unlimited. One of Cayce's remarkable insights is that financial abundance is closely tied to spiritual development. He often connected prosperity not to greed or materialism, but to service and growth. Wealth is a reflection of the value you bring to the world, and certainty grows when you know that your wealth serves a higher purpose beyond yourself. This means that to attract money with certainty, you must first master your inner landscape. You must clear the limiting beliefs rooted in fear and past karma, those inherited blocks that Cayce described in his work on reincarnation and karma. Many financial struggles are karmic echoes from previous lives, patterns waiting to be transformed. The question then becomes, how do you transform these blocks? The answer is through conscious intention and persistent inner work. Cayce encouraged using affirmations, visualization, and self-examination to shift the subconscious mind's patterns. By consistently focusing your thoughts on abundance and possibility, you reprogram your energy field to a frequency where money naturally flows. Moreover, Cayce stressed the power of gratitude. Gratitude is the emotional catalyst that amplifies certainty. When you cultivate a heart full of gratitude for what you have, no matter how small, you send a powerful signal to the universe that you recognize abundance and are ready for more. This shifts your vibration from scarcity to prosperity. Money, as Cayce revealed, is also deeply connected to rhythm and cycles. The cosmic flow of energy that moves in seasons of sowing, growth, harvest, and rest. Understanding these cycles allows you to align your financial actions with the natural order rather than forcing outcomes prematurely. Struggle tries to wrestle money into existence, but certainty waits patiently, knowing the right time will come. It flows in harmony with the seasons of your life, and when you resist, you create blockage. But when you surrender to the flow, guided by your inner certainty, the universe conspires to bring resources to you in unexpected and miraculous ways. This is why many successful people talk about luck or being in the right place at the right time. What they often don't realize is that their certainty created the magnetic field for these opportunities to appear. They cultivated an energy that attracted not only money, but also ideas, people, and synchronicities that propelled them forward. Cayce's teachings invite you to step out of the common narrative of money as a fight and instead enter the sacred dance of certainty and flow. This requires courage to face your fears, clarity to know your purpose, and faith to trust in the unseen workings of the universe. It is also important to recognize that money is not the enemy. It is a tool, an amplifier of energy. The struggle around money is often a symptom of deeper internal conflicts, fears about worthiness, control, and identity. Cayce showed that by healing these inner wounds, you free yourself from the exhausting battle and open the door to effortless abundance. In the practical sense, this means your financial strategy should start not with numbers or plans, but with your state of mind. Cultivate certainty through daily meditation, affirm your worthiness, and align your goals with a purpose that transcends mere accumulation. The more you live from this place of certainty, the more you embody the truth that money is a reflection of your energy, an echo of your inner world projected outward. So next time you find yourself struggling with money, pause and ask, am I projecting scarcity or certainty? Am I wrestling with fear or resting in faith? Am I aligned with my highest purpose, or am I chasing illusions? Because the truth is simple yet profound. Money follows certainty, not struggle. And when you claim your certainty, when you become unwavering in your knowing, you will watch as the universe responds with abundance, effortlessly and endlessly. In exploring the profound connection between money and certainty, we must delve deeper into the nature of the mind and how it shapes our reality. A cornerstone in Edgar Cayce's teachings. Cayce often emphasized that the mind is the gateway to all manifestation, including financial abundance. What you consistently hold in your mind is what you inevitably attract, a principle echoed throughout his readings and writings, such as The Power of Your Mind. But the mind is complex. It consists of layers, the conscious mind that you are aware of, and the subconscious mind where deep-rooted beliefs, memories, and patterns reside. The subconscious is the powerful engine behind your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, operating largely beneath your awareness. If your subconscious holds limiting beliefs about money, ideas like "I'm not worthy," "money is hard to get," or "rich people are greedy," these will form energetic barriers, blocking the natural flow of prosperity. Cayce's method for transformation involves accessing the subconscious through meditation, self-reflection, and prayer, allowing the individual to rewrite these limiting scripts. He advised a daily practice of centering the mind, focusing on positive affirmations, and visualizing the desired outcome with emotional intensity. This is not mere wishful thinking, but a deliberate process of aligning your internal energy with your external goals. When you consistently feed your subconscious with certainty and positive expectation, it begins to reorganize your perceptions and reactions, replacing fear with confidence. Your actions become more inspired, your decisions clearer, and opportunities naturally gravitate toward you. This is how certainty becomes a magnetic force, drawing money like iron to a lodestone. Another essential aspect Cayce highlighted is the spiritual dimension of wealth. He taught that abundance is not merely about accumulating riches, but about harmonizing material success with spiritual growth. Money, in this sense, is a tool for expressing your soul's purpose and fulfilling your karmic duties. Wealth without spiritual balance leads to imbalance and eventual loss, while spiritually grounded prosperity leads to sustainable, meaningful abundance. Cayce also explained that karmic debts or unfinished lessons from past lives can influence your present financial situation. If you encounter repeated patterns of scarcity or financial struggle, it may be a signal that deeper karmic work is needed. This work involves forgiveness, self-understanding, and conscious evolution, clearing old energetic debts so you can move forward unburdened. In practice, this means that alongside cultivating certainty, you must also cultivate compassion for yourself and others, release judgment, and embrace a mindset of growth and learning. Wealth then becomes a reflection of your inner harmony and your alignment with universal laws. The universe responds to certainty not only with money, but with synchronicities and the right connections. Cayce emphasized the importance of aligning with your astrological influences as a way to better understand your natural rhythms, talents, and challenges. By working with these cosmic guides, you gain insight into when to act, when to wait, and how to optimize your energy for wealth creation. Astrology, according to Cayce, is not deterministic, but a tool for self-awareness, helping you to harness your unique strengths and navigate obstacles. This deep awareness fuels your certainty because it grounds you in a cosmic order larger than yourself, reminding you that your path to wealth is part of a greater design. Furthermore, Cayce's teachings on meditation highlight the importance of entering a state of receptive awareness. In meditation, you quiet the restless chatter of the mind and attune yourself to higher wisdom. It is in this stillness that certainty takes root, the certainty that you are supported, guided, and connected to infinite abundance. This meditative state is not about forcing outcomes, but about becoming a clear channel through which prosperity can flow. You release attachment to struggle and outcome, and instead rest in the knowing that what you need will come in perfect timing. This surrender paradoxically strengthens your certainty because it frees you from anxiety and doubt. Another powerful Cayce insight is the role of creative visualization. He encouraged vividly imagining your desired financial state with all your senses, feeling the texture of abundance, hearing the sounds of success, even smelling the air of a prosperous environment. This sensory-rich imagining impresses the subconscious mind deeply, setting the stage for physical manifestation. Alongside visualization, Cayce taught the importance of acting as if, behaving and thinking as though the wealth you seek is already yours. This is not deception, but an alignment exercise, helping your energy match the frequency of abundance. However, this must be balanced with humility and service. Cayce warned against selfish desire or greed, which create resistance. True wealth comes from a heart open to giving and receiving, from recognizing that abundance flows best when shared. The process of attracting wealth with certainty thus becomes a holistic practice, cultivating inner peace, clearing karmic patterns, aligning with cosmic rhythms, practicing meditation and visualization, and embodying gratitude and service. When you master these principles, you shift from a life of chasing money in fear and frustration to a life where money flows naturally as a reflection of your inner certainty. You become a beacon of abundance, radiating the energy that calls wealth to you effortlessly. Ultimately, Cayce's message is one of empowerment. The power to attract wealth is within you, not in external circumstances. By mastering your mind and spirit, you master your financial destiny. So as you move forward on your journey, remember that money does not reward struggle. It follows certainty. It is a faithful companion to your inner conviction, a mirror of your soul's alignment. Choose certainty today. Cultivate it with discipline, faith, and love. Let go of struggle and embrace the effortless flow. Because when you do, you will discover that wealth is not a distant dream, but a natural expression of your highest self. As we reach the culmination of this exploration into the profound truth that money follows certainty, not struggle, it's essential to understand how to sustain this certainty amidst the inevitable challenges life presents. Edgar Cayce's teachings provide a roadmap for maintaining unwavering focus and resilience, allowing you to embody the frequency of abundance consistently. One of the most powerful tools Cayce offered is the concept of mental and spiritual hygiene. Just as you care for your physical body through diet and exercise, your mind and spirit require daily nurturing and cleansing. Negative thoughts, doubts, fears, and toxic emotions can accumulate like mental clutter, clouding your vision and weakening your certainty. To combat this, Cayce recommended daily meditation and prayer, practices that clear the mind, elevate the spirit, and reconnect you with your inner source of power. Meditation, especially, is a sanctuary where you can witness your thoughts without attachment, gently releasing what no longer serves you. This habitual mental detoxification cultivates clarity and peace, which are the fertile soil for certainty to flourish. Alongside meditation, Cayce emphasized the power of affirmations and conscious declarations. By verbally affirming positive statements about your financial reality, you impress the subconscious mind and reinforce your certainty. These affirmations must be stated in the present tense, as though the reality you desire is already your current experience. For example, I am a magnet for wealth and prosperity, or money flows to me easily and abundantly. But affirmations alone are not enough. Cayce stressed that they must be backed by aligned action and genuine belief. When your thoughts, feelings, words, and actions are all harmonized, you create an unbreakable energetic alignment that commands the universe's response. Another crucial element is understanding the role of patience and timing. Cayce often reminded seekers that manifestation unfolds according to divine timing, not human urgency. This means that even when you are certain and aligned, you must trust the process and avoid rushing or forcing outcomes. Struggle often arises when we resist this timing, pushing against the natural flow instead of surrendering to it. Here, patience becomes a practice of faith, the faith that your certainty will yield results at the perfect moment. This faith transforms waiting from a passive state into an active one, where you remain vigilant, prepared, and open to opportunities as they arise. Edgar Cayce also highlighted the importance of surrounding yourself with positive influences. The people, environments, and media you engage with profoundly affect your mindset and energy. By choosing uplifting, supportive, and growth-oriented influences, you reinforce your certainty and diminish the power of doubt and fear. This social and environmental alignment is part of what Cayce called the atmosphere of success. It's the invisible field created by your surroundings that either nurtures your highest potential or hinders it. To attract wealth, you must consciously craft an atmosphere that reflects and amplifies your certainty. In addition to the external, Cayce's teachings encourage deep self-awareness. Understanding your strengths, weaknesses, and unique gifts allows you to leverage your innate abilities in the pursuit of abundance. This self-knowledge often comes from practices such as astrology, which Cayce regarded as a valuable tool for uncovering your soul's blueprint. By aligning your financial goals with your natural talents and karmic lessons, you create a path that feels authentic and sustainable. This alignment reduces internal resistance and fuels your certainty because you are not forcing yourself into an ill-fitting mold, but flowing with your true nature. Moreover, Cayce emphasized that wealth is not an endpoint, but a vehicle for greater service and purpose. When your motivation for attracting money is rooted in the desire to contribute meaningfully to others, to heal, teach, create, or uplift, your certainty becomes infused with higher purpose. This higher purpose attracts not only material wealth, but also spiritual richness and fulfillment. This is why Cayce warned against greed and selfishness. Such attitudes generate energetic blockages that repel abundance. Instead, cultivate generosity, gratitude, and humility. These qualities open the heart chakra, which Cayce identified as a vital energetic center for receiving blessings. The practice of gratitude, in particular, rewires your brain to focus on what is already abundant in your life, creating a positive feedback loop that invites more to come. Gratitude shifts your vibration from lack to plenty, from scarcity to abundance. Finally, Cayce taught that mastery over money requires mastery over the self. This includes mastering your thoughts, emotions, habits, and perceptions. When you can observe yourself without judgment, catch yourself in negative patterns, and consciously choose a higher vibration, you reclaim your power. This mastery is not a one-time achievement, but a lifelong journey. Every challenge becomes an initiation, an opportunity to deepen your certainty and alignment. When you fall into doubt or struggle, return to the practices of meditation, affirmation, and self-reflection. Recenter yourself in the knowledge that money follows certainty, and that certainty arises from within. By embodying this truth, you step into the role of a co-creator with the universe, a being who no longer waits passively for abundance, but actively commands it through inner clarity and alignment. So as you close this chapter of understanding, remember that your relationship with money mirrors your relationship with yourself. Strengthen your inner foundation, cultivate certainty, and watch as the universe mirrors back a reality of effortless wealth and profound fulfillment. You are not at the mercy of circumstance. You are the master of your mind, the architect of your life, and the magnet for all the prosperity you deserve. Choose certainty over struggle. Align your mind, spirit, and actions. Trust the divine timing. Serve with your heart. And you will discover that money, far from being elusive or combative, is a faithful companion that follows you wherever certainty leads.